going to be playing a little bit of Pioneer today. Not like burnt out on Modern. I found I was perusing, as I usually do, through the 5-0 dump deck list, and somebody 5-0'd with this deck. I don't really know how that's possible, and I don't particularly expect this league to go very well. But when somebody 5-0s with Sarkhan's Soul of Flame, you have to take notice. We have to at least give it a shot because, as many of you may know, I have spent a lot of time and a lot of tickets and a lot of play points burning through leagues trying to make this card playable. And there have been some people in the past that have 5-0'd with it, but every other time I feel like I've been debated. And this time, it appears maybe might not be any different. But there's some cool things that I like about this list. So I like the fact that we're playing main deck Invasion of Gobakhan, because all of your dragons just immediately flip this, and you can protect your dragons. Because like a lot of what happened before, and why I stopped playing this deck and why I was struggling with it, was you would play a dragon, and you would maybe get a hit in with it, even if it had haste, and then your opponent would just untap and kill your dragon. But when you throw Invasion of Gobakhan in the mix, you can, flip the invasion and kind of have a little bit of protection for your dragons, because it's a lot of commitment to spend this much mana and effectively time walking yourself when you cast a Thunderbreak or a Glorybringer and your opponent just has a removal spell. So Invasion of Gobakhan kind of sort of gives you a little bit of insulation against that. There's kind of some random one-ups here. We have an Ojutai, an Atsushi, which I've tried in the past. This card, Iymrith, which I've never tried before. It's a 5/5 flyer for 5, has Ward 4 if it's untapped, so similar to Ojutai. And whenever it hits a player, draw a card. Then if you have fewer than 3 cards, draw cards equal to the difference. So it's a little bit similar to Ojutai. But because Ojutai is legendary, we're kind of splitting on that regard. And then 2 Glorybringer, 2 Zurgo Ojutai. And then 2 Sarkhan, 3 Bonecrusher, 3 Scorn, 3 Stub, so a little bit of a 3/3 split on counterspells, 3 of each invasion, 4 Draconic Roar. No Mutavault, because we are playing a 3-color deck with blue 1-drop, red 2-drop, white 2-drop, double blue 2-drop, double red, so the mana just doesn't work with Mutavault. Mutavault is very powerful with Invasion of Tarkir, but you can really only do that if you're playing a 2-color deck. So we can't really do that here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck. Sideboard, cards you would mostly expect, like Aether Gust, Rending Volley. There's 3 Cemetery Gatekeeper, which I'm guessing is here for Lotus Field. I'm not really sure exactly what this is supposed to be good against, question mark. Maybe Phoenix. It's kind of a weird one. I'm not really sure what this is in the sideboard for. Yeah, Lotus and Phoenix it's good against. But there hasn't been that much Phoenix lately. Stroke for green. Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, Stormbreath Dragon for mono white and other control decks, and then a Niv-Mizzet for control matchup as well. So yeah, this whole deck is weird. Some of the numbers, I'm not sure, 3 Scorn seems weird, 3 Tarkir seems weird, 3 Bonecrusher seems a little weird. I understand the one-ofs because these are legends, so I kind of can, you can sell me on these one-ofs. 2 Glorybringer is kind of a weird number. But I like the shell, I like the core, and I like a lot of what's going on. I also love this card. I tried this for a little bit when it first came out, and I did not have any success with it, but this card is so sick. Some Japanese wizardry? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, good deck. Good deck. Good deck, good deck, good deck. Seems kind of fine, I guess. I don't even know. Gigantha Stomping Ground, huh? So boats? I'm gonna play this so I can play Sarkhan on 3. What's the best 2-mana interaction in Pioneer for Gyruda? What colors are you? Oh, get out of here. Get owned. Get owned. Take your Bard class and put it in the trash. Bard class in the trash, bucko. Bard class? More like Bard trash. But, you didn't tell me what colors you are. Base green, black. Probably Power Word Kill. I would assume Power Word Kill. Terra Sunder's pretty good too. I just hold up Scorn. We have a Sicko update to the Bowmaster Breach deck. You don't need Pyro for Infernal Plunge. The secret is Stitcher Supplier. I like it. Stitcher Supplier is kind of nice. Stitcher Supplier for Infernal Plunge, that is kind of nice. Guess I'll counter this. Just want to use my mana this turn so that if I draw a land, I can slam Zurgo. Maybe I could have let this go and roared this. If I roar this, they can sack and they don't take damage. All right, untap land, please. Nope, not an untap land. Attack for 2. We can hold up Stomp. Hold up Stomp Stub. Probably not stubbing anything. Rude. Shit. How do I win? I think I'm just gonna kill this. Okay, that's good. Talk to you about Pioneer Angels. What about Pioneer Angels? Come on, dude. Come on. What's going on? Ah! My mana. My mana. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to cast the Bonecrusher the turn that I held up the Scorn, because then the stub would have been live. Or instead of casting Scorn, I should have just killed the Targ, and then next turn I could still hold up the Scorn for exactly this scenario. Because this is the card that I'm losing to, not these cards, you know. What do you want to know about Pioneer Angels? Well, I don't know if they're... Are they playing the combo version? They probably are. The Boros Goblins deck is cracked. I played that a little bit, not too long ago. I feel like Angels has a fine green matchup. Flying over X to Coco effects and green-white for matchups. Red matchups can race combo decks, right? No, Angels is horrendous against combo. Those are the decks you cannot beat. Like, Angels is essentially 0% against Lotus Field. It's like fine-ish against green. I really never thought that it was that favored against green. I think that matchup is closer than people give it credit for. But yeah, like, you're definitely good against Pia, good against all the red, like, aggressive decks. You're good against boats. Yeah, also, Angel's not that great against Rakdos, in my experience. Okay, we'll take 3. They have 1 card in hand. Do we know what it is? It's a Pathway, right? Or did they play Pathway this turn? They played the Pathway this turn, okay. So we don't know what their last card is. We can play Zurgo. Make this a copy. Kill Xenagos, dome them for 4. Let's go attack you, attack Xenagos. Gallia's not still bugged. I played it not too long ago. Do this. So they go to 8. I want to take an untap land for the stub in my hand, I think. The question is, am I picking up the Zurgo? Picking up the Zurgo is kind of nice, but I can choose not to... I could choose not to pick up on the first trigger, and I can maybe pick up on the second trigger. Okay, that's interesting. Guess I'll take Roar? Take Roar, any order, and then I will pick up the Zurgo, not the copy. Wait, what the hell? Oh, fuck, I chose the wrong one. I stacked the triggers wrong, or I chose the... I thought... Okay, my bad. Shit. Yeah, I chose the wrong one. That's bad. I did choose the wrong one. It wasn't clear, like, which one was which. It's my bad. I know, it's still lethal because I have double Roar. Attack for 4, double Roar. But I would much rather have the Sarkhan. Actually, no. Wait, this might be better, right? Because if I pick up the Zurgo, I don't have turned on stub online. This might actually be the correct line anyways. Because now I have Zurgo with stub protection and double Roar. Yeah, I think this line might have been better anyways. Because it's lethal regardless, right? You don't really have double Roar? Oh, because they can sack Hajar? Well, if I Roar, target Hajar, they might not sack it. If they let that resolve, then I could just Roar this, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to start here. I'm going to deal 3 to this and see if they sack. The 4-4 taking 3 damage, they might not sack. They do sack. Which is fine. I can Roar on their turn. It's not a big deal. So I'll take an untap land? No. And then we can go Canal... Ass? No, I think they're supposed to sack. I think them sacking is fine. Actually, I'm going to wait till combat so they can't play another Gallia. I think them sacking was fine. I think they're supposed to. No, I don't think it's sus at all. I don't know why. Like, here's the thing: why else would I be dealing? Why else would I be Draconic Roaring a 4/4 unless I just had them dead? You know what I mean? Like, why else would I do that? I wouldn't just deal 3 damage to their 4/4 unless I was casting it as a lethal spell. So I think it's very obvious that I have the second one if I cast the first one. It doesn't really matter which order I do it in. Well, okay, so here's the thing, Turtle Power. I wanted to target the Hajar first because if I target Gallia, they let that resolve, and then I target Hajar and they sack. If I target Hajar first, they might not have the knowledge that I have the second one in hand. Even though, then I guess you get into the debate of, like, if I cast the first one, it's kind of obvious that I have the second one. So I think it doesn't matter in the end. You know what I mean? But I'm giving them less information by doing it that way. Definitely want Gust. I don't think I want Rip. Gatekeeper bad, Niv bad, Volley bad. Alright, that's as high as the volume goes. That is as high as the volume goes, so I hope that's good. Spell Skittles, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Should be louder. That it's at 100. It's literally as high as it goes. I cannot make it louder. The only way I can make it louder is if I can do this. We can go turn Spotify sound down and turn this up. So now, how's the music volume? Music volume's good? Okay. It's pretty quiet. Go up a little bit higher. How's that? I could maybe edit the file to be louder, too. How's the music now? Music good? Now it's kind of loud? Too loud. Okay, too loud, too loud, too loud. How about that? That's, like, in the middle. I'm gonna cut the invasions, I think? No, I think Stub's worse. Is it possible for X's and O's to be too loud? I mean... For you and I, no. Ooh, Draconic Roar, Sarkhan, Glorybringer, no second red. I think I'm still going to keep this. Yeah, this is fine. It's not too bad. Okay. Good. And that should be... the sub sound should be higher now. It's hard to adjust the volume levels because it all kind of sounds the same on my end. Yeah, I'm going to check the deck in a sec. Hollow 1 combo. Channeler, Hollow 1, Archering, Ox, Supplier, Burning Inquiry, Goblin Lore, 2 Plunge... Why do you like the main deck Surgical Extraction? What'd they reveal? They revealed Gallia. I'm not sure why you like the main deck Surgical. I guess it's, like, kind of good with Underworld Breach. I do love the Stitcher Suppliers, though. Do love me the Suppliers. So many decks you get with it in Burning Inquiry. Oh, right, because you can Burning Inquiry, make them discard something good, and then you can Surgical it. Okay, I'll buy it. I like the Bolts, the Metamorphoses, 4 Lore, 4 Inquiry, 4 Hollow 1, Channeler, Bauble, Bowmaster. I'm going to be honest with you, Spell Skittles, there's, like, not a single card in this deck that I don't like. The only thing that I might be a little sketched out on is maybe the second Ox. But I don't even hate the second Ox. I think it's fine. It's a really good list. Yeah, there's really not much I want to do here. Like, I think the numbers you can shave on are, like, maybe the second Ox, maybe the 4th Bolt, maybe the second Metamorphose, but everything else, and maybe the Surgical, but past that, everything else is, like, kind of perfect. A Dono queue is full for this week. Next week should be open, though. Free mana. Borgi. Borgir. Borgi. Borgi. Iymrith, huh? I probably should not give them a turn with Borgir. So I will not do that. I'm going to play an untap land to represent Counterspell. Not that they're going to play around Counterspell, but maybe they will. Someone please sub. Yeah, we got to test out the sub notification. We just changed the volume on it. Okay, let me ask you this, Spell Skittles. Is there anything, like, in the list that you don't like, or anything that you want to add? Because, like I said, it looks kind of perfect. Maybe you could use a couple Spyros. Maybe what I'd recommend is go, like, cut the 4th Bolt, cut the second Ox for 2 Spyros. I think I could buy that. Thanks, Red Source. So I can Zurgo them to 2? I feel like I should probably kill the Domri, right? Let's kill the Domri, I think. This thing triggers on player or battle. I'm not going to pick either one of them up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to leave the Zurgo in play. Put Scorn in hand. No. Put, I guess, another Glorybringer in hand. No. Alright, don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me. Hilarious with a song request. You're just requesting the whole soundtrack. The entire soundtrack, Need for Speed Underground, brought to you by Hilarious D. It's the last one. I mean, I'm down. The soundtrack is good. I don't mind it at all. This one, unironically, is on Spotify. Even though there's decks like Boros Pia and Boros Convoke and like the changes that people made to Rakdos Sacrifice, even though there's all these changes, I still think that it's hard to argue that Pioneer is a less diverse format than Modern, just given the sheer presence and dominance of stuff like Mono Green. And I think I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but Mono Green is keeping a lot of decks like in check / unplayable, basically. I still enjoy Pioneer. Like I think the games are like relatively enjoyable, at least the ones that don't involve green. Yeah, it's like the games are, if you have Pioneer in small doses, the games are not like that bad. They're mostly enjoyable. It's just a lot of the decks are similar, and it's hard to get a good variety if you like, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you can only do in small doses, I think. You can say the same thing about Fury decks in Modern. Yeah, but like at least the other aggressive decks have other powerful tools to be able to compete with Fury. There's not really a tool that competes with green. Maybe that's a bad way to think about it. Don't get me wrong, Tomber, I'm not shitting on the format. I just think that, like, green is just... I think green is hurting Pioneer more than it's helping it, is what I'm getting at. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I think personally green is bad for the format. But outside of green, I think everything else is fine. For the most part. Like, even Lotus Field, it's not nearly as powerful as green. Lotus Field is not fun to play against, but it's nowhere near the power level of Mono Green. Alright, I gotta resolve this invasion. What the hell am I taking? I'm taking Obsession. This is not an open forum to shit on Pioneer, okay? Like, I still enjoy Pioneer, like I said. Don't get me wrong. You guys are taking this the wrong way. I don't think Pioneer is bad. I only think that I just don't enjoy playing against green. That's it. That's all. Alright, song request for Fuma in the queue. You get 5 trophies of Pia decks. Sheesh. What's their hand again? Okay, they played Mutavault, Shacklegeist. We took the Curious Obsession. They have Shackle, Maws, Slip. Okay, I'm just going to resolve Sarkhan here. I think Pioneer's okay. I think it's hard to change the format at the moment. It is. So here's the thing, right? Modern, we're not going to like this chat, but we need to have this conversation. Modern was in a extremely similar space for the longest time, right? And it took a Horizon set to kind of make Modern a different format. Now, I'm not saying that Pioneer needs a Horizon set, and I think that they've actively said that they don't want Pioneer to have a Horizon set. But what I'm saying is that it's probably going to be like this for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah, a very resilient metagame. That's a good way to put it. I think I'll just take 2. I want to get them to use the Slip out the back. I probably should have just played Bonecrusher Giant, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to try and kill the Spectral Sailor and see if they even fight over it. Because I don't really care if they do. Oh, they drew Rattle Chains. Okay. Makes this a little bit more awkward. So we know they have Shackle, Wanderer, Slip out the back. That is not a good draw. Okay, I think... Oh, right. Now they get to tap the Sarkhan. That's not good. So I guess we have... God, if I kill this... There's no point in killing Shackle, guys, because they have another one. God, this is so bad. I think I'm going to kill the Rattle Chains, but it feels bad no matter what I do. Pioneer needs a Ballista unban ASAP. That would just make it worse, Teo Master. Like, you think Green's good now? Can you imagine Green with Ballista? Like, there's no way that should ever happen. Man, I am so dead. How did I lose this game? Maybe I should have taken... Didn't help that I didn't draw lands, but maybe I should have taken something else with the invasion. Okay. Go. Pioneer needs Restoration Angel. You know what Pioneer needs, chat? Pioneer needs can we all agree? Pioneer needs some better interaction. Can we at least agree on that? Like, give us Path to Exile or something. We need some better interaction. What is the appropriate power level of interaction for Pioneer, do you think? I think Bolt might be a little too good. Yeah, you're like 10 turns too late, buddy. Sure, Doom would not complain about blue-eye control with Path. That's not a product of Path to Exile. That's a product of me just hating the blue-eye control gameplay, you know what I mean? It's not that Path necessarily makes that much better or worse, you know what I mean? Well, I'm saying if we were to hypothetically do like a Pioneer Masters set, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we wouldn't have Lightning Bolt in Standard. I'm saying this would have to be not Horizons, but Pioneer Masters, because a lot of people have been asking about certain reprints to be included into Pioneer, and that's what it would be. It wouldn't be a standard set. Obviously, you can't put Path to Exile in Standard. I get that. Instant Speed Strangle could be good. I'm not opposed to that. We are, like, unbelievably dead this game. Go. You can have Path to Exile if I can have Stoneforged Swords and Batterskull. You can't be trusted with Stoneforged Swords and Batterskull. You cannot be trusted, Tonber. What am I listening to right now? What am I listening to? Casting Shacklegeist. Okay. Is this lethal? Stoneforged Batterskull is way too strong for Pioneer. How have I not dealt my opponent a single point of damage this game? Like, what's happening? I mean, it didn't help that I, like, didn't draw lands and drew a bunch of counterspells against spirits, and the counterspells are terrible against them. But I don't even know what happened that game. I just, like, blinked and I was dead. I don't even know if I want more 5s against them. I guess the 5s are good against Spellqueller. Although maybe cutting Silumgar Scorn is bad. Kind of not, like, the biggest fan of this card, because other cards are relatively cheap, but the hand knowledge is nice. We could do, like, 2 Scorn, 2 Gobakhan, maybe. And these are also removal spells. Let's try that. Alright, Park Mania with a song request. What you got? What you got for me? Alright, in the queue. Alright, I'll play first. This hand is mid, but I'm going to keep. The issue is making good interaction without making mid-range dominant in Pioneer and Standard. Well, I mean, Kippy, mid-range is already the best deck in both formats, right? So it's kind of hard to avoid mid-range being good, you know what I mean? There's actually no point in revealing. They're going to sec anyways. Why tell them that I have a card? How'd you feel about the Renos list yesterday? I mean, we went 2 and 3 with it, but I don't know. I think the correct number of lands to Lorien is not 20 and 4. I think it's probably closer to 22 and 2. I think I'd be much happier with a ratio like that. But 4 Lorien felt like way too many. I had so many hands that was just 2 lands Lorien, and I had to cycle in order to guarantee my 3rd land drop for Cascade. And those games are super awkward sometimes. So I think 22 and 2 is a good ratio, and then you would probably trim a Murktide at that point. Big Fella, thank you for the 5. But yeah, I would consider 22 lands, 2 Loriens, 2 Murktides. Biorhythm and Pioneer. What are you talking about? Biorhythm and Pioneer has been called. And they heard the whole sub notification. Alright, it's good. Alright, good. Yeah, chat, do you like the new sub notification? It's pretty good. Canister did go in. Can you not counter my spells? Can you, like... Can we not do that? Can you not? Can you please not do that? Did I F6? I didn't mean to F6. I should have played my land. How strong would 1 red for 4 damage to any target be? Sorcery or instant? Sorcery, it would be fine, but instant maybe too good. Just like can't possibly win this game. I just have to hope they don't have another counterspell. They can't have this many counterspells, right? Right. I mean, this doesn't count. Like, this stuff is so... There is a really, really high deck building restriction in order to play Geistlight Snare. Like, yes, obviously 1 Mana Leak is extremely powerful, but there's like 1 deck in the format that can play this card. So I don't count... You can't count a card like this as good interaction. It's playable in 1 deck. That doesn't count. Stop. Can you not? Alright, you know what? You win. You win, alright? You counted on my spells. Congratulations. Fuck it. I'm good. Keep this. See, Ransom is spiking. I don't necessarily know if it has anything to do with PT hype. It might just be, like, that deck in general. People are hyped to play it, but I don't really know if people are, like, speculating that pro players are bringing that blue-black deck. I do think that deck is good. I think it's decent. This deck again, huh? Been here, done that. What is the best legendary card? I'm not going to take a Jar because they have 2 copies. I guess Gallia is better? They're like mostly the same, but I guess I'll take Gallia. Ransom is just Divination and worse than Archmage's Charm. My opponent did not play a land. Interesting choice. When the actor is paid. When the actor is paid. Sleek proves that Bard Glass is on the menu again. I don't know about that. There's no point in revealing, because they're just going to sack it anyways. If I reveal, they just sack, so I don't want to tell them what I have. You're buying Angels? I don't think the deck is terrible. I just think it has some very polarized matchups. So you have to be aware of that going in. I think Samet's underplayed. That card's really good. People downplay in the Samet. That card's great. I think I got the sub. Big fella, thank you for the 5 months. Oh, yeah, that's true. There is somebody on Magic Online whose username is paid actor. That was great. Okay, that's fine. Really no point in killing it because I'm just going to Glorybringer it. When the glory has been brought. They have Cragcrown Pathway, Targnar. I'm going to flip the Invasion. Yeah, also, the Angels cards are just randomly way too expensive. How much is Resplendent Angel these days? Last time I checked, it was like $30. Is that still accurate? 42. You're gonna spend $165 on a playset of Resplendent Angels? I don't know about that, Big Monkey. I don't know if that's a smart financial decision. Again, not a financial advice stream, but please remember, this is not a financial advice stream. I'm just throwing that out there. JP Morgan internship is? Yeah, that's fair. I bought a box for 4 commons. Hey. I'm gonna sell the box, the cards that I open in the box, and I'm probably gonna get like $40 back, alright? And it was store credit, alright? So it's not even like I spent that much money. At the end of the day, I really didn't spend that much money. I could let them untap with the Targnar and play a Bonecrusher. How risky is that? I don't know. I'm just gonna kill their shit. Go. If I kill every creature they play, they can't win, right? They only have 2 cards. Yeah, maybe I should have played a Bonecrusher there. If I draw a land, I could just play double Bonecrusher anyways. Yeah, Reckless Impulse just doesn't exist. That card might as well not exist in paper. I've now gone to 5 different stores, and none of them have it in stock. Shut up, Cathal. Shut up. I'll exert. Big 5. I'll play Bonecrusher, hold up Scorn. Go. Yeah, this is all Saint Nick's fault. It's actually now that I think about it, Saint Nick owes me the money that I paid for the box, because if it wasn't for Saint Nick, the Pia deck wouldn't have become popular, and I wouldn't have had to buy a box to get Reckless Impulses. That's how that works, right? Does that make sense? I'll send you a receipt in the mail, don't worry. Yeah, your wallet. One day, one of the LGSs just lists 86 Reckless Impulse on their website. Spent months looking to spend $2. Yeah, I know. I guarantee you that there's just somebody in the world that has the entire print run of Reckless Impulse, and they're just waiting like plotch. You know what I mean? Literally just plotting. Actually, plotching. They don't want to play anymore. Okay. Okay. We have determined that the Bard class matchup is good, I think. Surprised that nobody is playing PW in Pioneer par blue-white. What the hell? Plotch. It is Plotch. You're a Plotch. Well, I don't know what you're saying, Cathal. I'm surprised that nobody is playing PW in Pioneer par blue-white. There's basically no good rule spell for it. PW. I'm confused. Are we chatting? Chatting? Pulses are like 250 on TCG? No, that's accurate. They literally don't exist. You're talking about just like people playing Planeswalkers in blue-white? They do, though. They play Wandering Emperor and Teferia. I don't understand what you're saying, Cathal. I'm confused. Nobody but blue-white. Oh, okay. I get it now. I see. You know, unfortunately, English is not my first language, so you have to forgive me sometimes. Mono Green is a Planeswalker deck. They do play 8 of them. Check your LGS. They have 48 impulses in stock. How much are they, Grizza? If they're less than $1, then you should buy them. Oh, sorry, not a financial advice stream. What's my first language? My first language is love. Yeah, or Joel. I didn't play a spell into my mana. Alright, I guess I will cast Aether Gust. Do I think P is tier 1? Yeah, I do. I think the Pia deck is very good. They put it on bottom. Alright, you can go. Surely they're not going to cast it. Azika's Chariot in my 2-up in mana after doing nothing last turn. Bard class will be tier 1 soon. Are we coping? First we're chatting, now we're coping? The Atsushi art is super extra for... Yeah, I know. Like, Atsushi's not even that good of a card. Why does it have this, like, absurd, over-the-top fucking... There's just a lot going on with this. We got Hazoret, Miglaws, Rending Volley, Targnar. I guess I will select your... I don't know, Miglaws? Sure. Doesn't really matter. They're all kind of the same, whether I take the 3 or the 4 drop. I guess Miglaws is the one they can cast. This deck in Standard. Silumgar Scorn is a pretty big reason to play this deck, so I think it wouldn't be nearly as good in Standard. No. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I don't know why they cast that. I assumed it was very obvious that I had a counterspell, given that I time walked myself on turn 2. You know what I mean? Let's play Sarkhan. It's more fun. Oh no, they have Rending Volley. What am I doing? I guess I'll play Atsushi. I want to play Sarkhan, but I can't. Fine. How many Boseiju do I realistically need for Pioneer? You can probably get away with 1. I've played 2 in boats before, but I don't think Angels would ever want to play a second one, because it's like essentially a mono white deck anyways. So they like the heavy green decks can get away with the second Boseiju, but something like Angels should probably never play the second Boseiju. Okay, they drew another Miggy. Another Mig Lowe's. Miguel Lowe's the third. Could go Sarkhan, discard Sarkhan. Probably gonna flip this turn. Petition to unban Deathrat and Pioneer, I think you meant to say. Oh. Hello there. That is an Iymrith Desert Doom. You know they have Targ Volley. Oh, DRS is not Bandit Pioneer, it was a joke. Definitely not Bandit Pioneer. Yeah, it's just unplayable. When I say unban Death Red, I mean make it playable. Yeah. That's what I mean by that. It's like shadow banned, you know. We need fetches. We have fetches at home though. Fetches at home, Evolving Wilds, Capenna fetch lands, Dream of Death Red Shaman in Modern. I mean, you can dream whenever you want. That's the fun part about dreams, is they can have anything. Could even be a boat. Interesting. Okay, so we can go play this. Reveal, kill Targ. They're not dead, right? I could put them to 8, attack for 5. Yeah, so reveal, kill Targ, attack, flip the invasion. Oh, it like, okay. Okay. I guess I didn't need to reveal. I'm dealing 2 damage anyways, right? Could I be a boat? I could. Attack the invasion. You know what's really, really sick, too? So remember all of this, remember how when we were playing the dragon deck before, and we always were, it was very unfortunate that all of the good, like, the 4-mana dragons didn't flip this immediately? Well, you know what does, is when you curve Lightshield Array into it. So you go, like, this, flip this, counter, and then all of your dragons will immediately flip this because they're 5/5s. That's kind of sick. That's some cool interaction. I am reluctantly keep Canadian banger song, even though I know it's not really near your music norm. Oh no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, Fuma. Do I hear giveaway? No. I borrowed those rings. Steven Pioneer. Steve at home. Is there any? Oh yeah, Thoughtseize. I was gonna say, is there any sorcery speed non-creature spell I would stub? Can't stub that one. Kevy, we can't let out the Quarter Shield tech. So Epicure with no Gigantha is likely Convoke. I'm gonna play Mountain Pass. Oh yeah, we can do. I mean, I would be astonished if somebody, when we do Twitch builds, if somebody didn't at least add a Quarter Shield to the deck. I'd be very surprised and also disappointed at the same time. You should play Eggs with the Ring. No, I'm good. Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody's definitely gonna add a Quarter Shield. 4 Mentor, 4 Shields. I probably stub that. I think stubbing that's worse if they go land Gleeful Demolition. But I think this is fine. Do they even a Quarter Shield profile pick? I wish. I don't think they do. It's too powerful. A Quarter Shield profile pick was actually banned. Yeah, they definitely have Gleeful. Oh, but they're a Tarkir red, not Convoke. Okay. I wish there was like a red Convoke 5-drop, you know? So we could play a Tarkir red, but with Convoke creatures. We're dead, by the way. This game's over. This game is over. I guess I'll hold up a removal spell. I do remember that TP. Turns out Oko was a good card. I miss the Valky days. We talked about this the other day. Like the Valky days when we were playing with, like, we just went to Gatherer and it would just add random blue cards to our deck. The only condition of the cards we were adding is that they had to be blue and cost more than 3 mana, or 3 or more mana. 16 lands? This deck 5-0'd? 16 lands? 16 lands is absurdly aggressive. That's like unnecessarily aggressive. I wonder if I'm more likely to win if I just cast Bonecrusher this turn instead of 2 removal spells. It's not great either way. Stoke the Flames? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I only have 1 card in hand. So we get a 10, untap, kill 2 things. Really no point in casting this. Alright, let's go Invasion. Hey, I'm invading over here. Hey, I'm invading over here. Alright, your turn. We could save Draconic Roar for Den if they get to more mana. Have they missed a land drop? Yeah, I think they missed a land drop on turn 3. Oh. Well, that's a pretty good hit. That's not a bad hit. Not a bad hit. I mean, I guess we're not technically dead. We're only like, holy shit. Go. We're not technically dead. We only are. We can't possibly win the game, so I guess that kind of counts. Yep. If I find you a playset of Reckless Impulse, do I get mod? Well, I already have 4. It only took me a whole box to get them. It actually takes them more time to right-click attack with all and then undo the Ornithopters than it does to just, like, click on the 2 attackers. Alright, go. Go. I'm trying to F6. We win these? Yeah, surely I win these. Yeah, we're technically not dead. We can't beat a land if we can't beat most spells. It's not a good place to be. Okay. Sideboard needs some sweepers, that's what I'm saying. I don't have any good cards in my sideboard for this matchup. Isn't there a Dragon Sweeper? Is there? I know there's one for vampires. You're saying like 3 mana instant deal 2 to non-dragons? I know there's one of those for vampires and pirates. I didn't know there was one for dragons, though. Or is that the 4 mana saga? I know the 4 mana saga. Not Pioneer Legal. Oh, is it like a commander thing or something? What's the card called? I'm curious. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, but Crux of Fate is, we're Jeskai. Is it Breath Weapon? Rending Volley? Against their red-green deck? Why would you want Rending Volley? They're red-green. They're not Boros. They're not Boros Convoke. They're Gruul. Aether Gust is good. I think I'm gonna keep Stub. Stub very good against Gleeful Demolition. Oh, you're good, Lupo. I think I'm gonna make this swap and just submit. Isn't there a 3 mana deal to it instant? Yeah, there's some of those. There's plenty of those types of effects. Hand's good against some percentage of their hands, but I think it's too weak against a lot of them. This hand's better. I put back Sarkhan, and then I can go turn 2, turn 3, tap land, hold up the other interactive spell, turn 4 this, and just hope that's good enough. Cemetery Gatekeeper is for mostly Lotus Field and Phoenix, so the combo decks that have like a high abundance of instant sorceries. Dragonlord's Prerogative, isn't that 6 mana, draw 4, reveal a dragon, or something like that? Gatekeeper's good when you get to the 4-0 bracket. Although the thing about this deck is the joke is that you never get to the 4-0 bracket. So maybe we shouldn't play Gatekeepers then. Yeah, Flame Sweep. Deals 2 to each creature except for creatures you control with flying. Yeah, that one's fine. That one's pretty good. It's probably the best one. Turn 1 Gleeful Demolition, huh? Badge. We'll take 3 so I can hold up Scorn. And then probably end of turn Bonecrusher. I don't believe they have a land. They did mull to 6, so they're not guaranteed to have a land here. See? Go. Could have maybe played a 2-4 there. Yeah, actually 2-4 is probably better, right? Because then I could just go Triome into Thunderbreak next turn. Yeah, 2-4 is probably better. It's a better blocker. I do have the shock for that. When the Spike is aspiring. Thank you very much for the raid, Spike. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome. We're playing dragons. I repeat, we are playing dragons in the Pioneer format. I think I'm gonna go Bonecrusher, hold up Stub. I think I like that. I guess they're missing a bunch of land drops. Maybe it's fine to play Sarkhan and hold up Stub, because they've missed 2 land drops. It's a little greedy, though. If they draw an untapped land, it's not that great for me. She aspire on my Spike until I'm raiding. Love it. Absolutely love it. See that Spike is going to play Snapcaster Mage at the PT. Oh, I heard. A little birdie told me. I think, Spike, I think you're going to have to update your secret PT deck command, and you're going to have to add some Snapcasters. Just throwing that out there. I mean, you can play Snapcaster Mage and Edgar in the same deck. Who said you can't? Just play both 5-head. Can they Sarkhan D's? No. What happened to Garuda? I mean, we had a little bit of fun with Garuda. Garuda was way more fun than good, you know? Way more fun than good. I actually kind of have to block here, I think. No? Well, apparently they don't have to block. Maybe they have 4 copies of Bushwhacker in their hand. Or, excuse me, maybe they have 4 copies of Burning Tree, not Bushwhacker. Alright, game 3. See, we figured out how to win with this deck. Just make it so your opponent doesn't draw their second land. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Deck's busted if your opponent doesn't play their second land. And Raiders, you actually came just in time, well, after this league, so we got 2 more matches of this league, and then after that, we are going to be doing Twitch builds. For more information, I think we might still have a Twitch builds command. I had one for a while ago. That's kind of accurate. Hold on. We're going to eliminate the $25 part. There we go. Okay. Because we're just going to start with 4 rings. So we're not going to do the people get to like build the card that we're building the deck around. It's just going to start with 4 rings and then everybody else. Yeah, it's for Modern. We're going to start with 4 rings and then you can add cards from there. Nando Chip, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. You know what card you're donating for? What could that possibly be? Also, Raiders, we have a new subscriber notification. Big shout out to Canister_MTG. Thank you for the lovely subscriber notification. Couldn't do it without you, buddy. Think no, I'm just gonna pass, I think. Is there Canister doing beef now? Hasn't there always been? No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I saw somebody post that Seasons Pass deck, and I have no idea if I should think it's like... I have no idea what to think of that deck. I guess I should have stomped main phase. Because now they get a Tarkus command. Oh, this feels bad. But I'm gonna kill this. I should have stopped main phase. I guess I wanted to hold up Aether Gust in case they went Bushwhacker... In case they Bushwhackered me pre-combat, but maybe it wasn't worth it. Yeah, I also have no idea how people have been winning with that Seasons Pass deck. It does not look very good to me. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna kill their Burning Tree and then still can't possibly win this game. Just have to hope they never draw Bushwhacker. And maybe win if they don't draw that card. Which it looks like they don't have. Attack with the Ornithopter, love it, Giga Chad. So 14 takes 7, go to 7. I guess we lose to a second command. Yeah, we lose to a second command. I don't think I can play around it. At least that's why they attack with the Ornithopter. It makes sense, right? it does actually make sense. Uh-oh. Dead to Bushwhacker? I don't think they would play the Ornithopter if they didn't have Bushwhacker, right? I see. Okay. So we go to 4. Well, I guess we are casting another Thunderbreak. Block here, go to 2. Not in a good spot. Definitely not in a good spot now. Okay. Okay. Man, their their experimental synthesizers were really good. Really good. If you would like to gamble all of your channel points away, please do so now, or forever hold your piss. Yeah, it does look like it's storming outside. It definitely looks like it's gonna storm. Swish, thank you for the raid. See Donna gifting a sub to Slowdars. Thank you for the gifted sub. Swish, thank you for the raid. I feel like I should probably kill this now. Where do I live? I live in East Coast, Massachusetts. think I've lost about 60k of channel points for not winning on Gambas. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Do I let them have Karizev for a turn? Probably not. I don't know. It's really good to play the Sarkhan here, though. Is it, though? Because then if I play Atsushi, I still can't play the Invasion. It's close. I guess if I draw land, I can play 2 Invasions next turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, if I draw an untapped land, this line's good. Because then I could just double Invasion. Chick. I probably don't call here, right? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to call. Because their deck can't really kill a 2/4 if I don't block. They're going to Tarkus command me. Blocking is better if they have exactly command, but it's worse against play with fire. Yeah. Getting a little punished, I guess. We also did not draw an untapped land. Well, that's bad. They're at 16. I think I have to play defensive, so I can play Atsushi, and then I can put Atsushi on Phoenix Chick, Sarkhan on 2/1, take 1. I think I like that. I think I like that line. Yeah, I think it's got to be Sushi Pass. You have any idea what to play in an open qualifier and Pioneer in the upcoming weeks? You're not going to like my answer, Shnam, but you should probably just be playing Mono Green. If you're playing a Pioneer tournament and your goal is to win, you should play Mono Green. It's the best deck by such a wide margin. It's not even close. It's not even remotely close. Dead to another command. Not much I can do about that. I don't think I can block in any way that lets me survive. No, I can't. Sack is probably my second choice. Sack's good too, but I think green is too good right now. Okay, tap land. That's a good sign. Huh. Okay. And they're at 16. What happens if I go Regent attack with Sarkhan? I could also go Invasion, Reveal, kill Karizev, and hold up Stub. What if I go Invasion, kill Karizev? I kind of feel like I have to attack with something. I think I can attack with that Sushi. Because if I keep not attacking, I think I need to... Well, if I hold back Sarkhan, land's not that bad. Right? I just block dead and go to 3. So I think I can attack with that Sushi here. I think that's fine. I'm going to. I have to try and get this game over with. I can't give them infinite draw steps. Like, they're eventually just going to draw enough burn spells. I don't think it was worth attacking the Tarkir, because I can't flip it this turn. If I was flipping the Tarkir immediately, then I would consider attacking it, but lethal next turn? No, not quite, right? I have to counter that, because if I don't counter that, I'm dead to a land, right? Go to 2, block here, take 2, so yeah, I have to counter that. Doesn't Sarkhan give haste? No. Sarkhan does not. Sarkhan becomes a copy, but it does not give this haste. Sarkhan is kind of butt. Yeah, trust me, I know. I'm the one playing the card. I know it's bad. Okay, second Karizev. That kind of makes sense. Yep, go to 4. What's our best draw here? I don't even know. I'm at 2. And put a card on top. It could just be an untapped land. Anonymous user gifting a sub to Boo, This Guy Stinks. Did we finally run out of names? Thanks for the gifting. So I can go Regent. How many things do I have to leave back? Like, assuming they put a land on top. I have to leave back all 3, right? No, if they put a land on top, I'm not dead to Den, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I would still be dead to Den. So what can I beat? I'm not even sure what I can beat. I guess I can beat a Bushwhacker, right? If they just cast Bushwhacker, I can go block Bushwhacker, block, take 1, go to 1, rip a dragon, kill them. Yeah, I think that's my out. I have to hope that they put exactly Bushwhacker on top, block 3, untap, rip a dragon, attack for 12. Anonymous user gifting a sub to Devin is bad. Thank you for the gifted sub. That'd be pretty funny if they put Bushwhacker on top, because they would die to a dragon. They bring back a chick. No, if they have Bushwhacker, they don't have enough mana for a chick. Because they need 1 more creature. Right? If they spend 3 mana for a Bushwhacker, they can't get back the Phoenix Chick. So we're not dead to Bushwhacker. No, you have to attack with 3 creatures for Phoenix Chick. They typed in chat, they said, sorry, I had a little chaos in the house, didn't mean to slow roll. Touche. It's all good. Stub good. I think I'm going to cut Tarkir for Gust again. Call it a day. Playing around Solitude Whiteguard, Giga Chad. Doing research into Angels, maybe a league is required before dropping cash in a deck. Probably a good idea, Big Bunky. Probably recommended. It's probably the correct course of action. Have I ever registered Doomwake Giant at a Sanction event? Not only did I register Doomwake Giant in a Sanction event, I played it at a Pro Tour. That was actually the Pro Tour where I got the nickname when I played it. A Block Pro Tour. Theros Block Pro Tour. It was really good. That deck was so sick. The only thing that I kind of regret is the specific Constellation deck that we played, which was just black-green, to be fair. There was a lot of people who played Abzan Constellation, but our team build was only black-green, but we found the Constellation deck a little bit too late, and we only had, like, half a day to work on it to tune the numbers. And if we just had one more day to fine-tune the deck and get the numbers better, I think we could have had a much, much better showing. Because that deck was incredibly powerful. It was really good. Yeah, there was a Theros Block Pro Tour. I believe it was won by... I think it was Chapin that won, right? Was it Chapin? I think Chapin won that one. Manguchi top-8'd. Manguchi was playing Naya cards. I think Chapin was also playing Naya cards. Counter your Burning Tree, concede. Okay. More impressed that a core mechanic of the block was late defined. Well, I think what happened, Otter, is the way that we were building our Constellation decks, we didn't have a fatty. We had, like, the core of the deck, which was Courser, Doomwake, Whip of Erebos, Satyr Wayfinder, Commune with the Gods, like that core of the deck. But the missing piece was, I forget the name of it, but it's black 5, 6/6 flyer, ETB, you get a 1/1 flyer for your devotion to black. We did not find that because we didn't have it in any of our decks. We didn't find that until, like, that was the missing piece that we didn't have before. And as soon as we found that, the deck was busted. So you would just, like, mill it over with Wayfinder, you would Commune with the Gods, mill it over, get a whip, and then you'd whip it back and get 4 1/1s. It was so broken. Yeah, Overlord. That card was nuts. And that was the missing piece. I wish I could, I could probably find the deck list. Now I'm kind of curious. I want to look at it again. I want to show you how sick the deck was. I think the best place that our team had with the deck, I think, was Matt Bartley. I think Matt finished in top 50. I want to say Matt did. I should probably hold up Stub on one. Definitely storming. Definitely storming. It's like downpouring now. Can't stub that. Can't stub that. This would go a lot better if we had a sweeper in our deck. Come on. They really have triple Emissary Bushwhacker? I don't have Bushwhacker too, right? Alright. I mean, I still can't win, but... Jesus Christ. Alright. Yeah, I'll take one. Oh, chat, we might lose power. That sounds really bad. Alright, it turns out we may or may not have to do Twitch builds on a different day if we lose power. It's bad. Oh, this deck. Dude, this deck was so dope. Look at this deck. This is like my first kind of big finish ever. This was a 5K in 2010, so 13 years ago. It was standard Dredgevine with Enclave Cryptologist, Extractor Demon, Hedron Crab, Merfolk Looter, Renegade Doppelganger. This was the copy Vengevine it was based. Sidraxis Alchemist, you would bounce your own creature to trigger Vengevine. Sphinx of Lost Truth. Eldrazi Monument. This deck was so sick. I actually lost to Noah Walker in top 8 of that event. So dope. Yeah. It's an early Crypto Adopter. What do you mean? What do you mean? Alright, I'm just gonna kill a Burning Tree. Oh, the looter. I see. Alright, they simply will never draw a Darkest Command. See, no one lose the finals of the energy thing. Oh, is it SCG? I did see that, though, Spell Skittles. That game was wild. Alright, well, we were not destined to win this match. Oh boy. We were not destined to win this match, let me tell you that. Alright, I don't know, deck was kind of mid, as expected. Where'd it go? Yeah, deck was kind of mid. The mana base was sketch as hell. I don't know, I mean, as much as I want to cope with Invasion of Tarkir, I think the Dragon... these cards are just not... You can't play these cards in Pioneer. 4 and 5 mana basically do nothings. As much as I want this deck to be good, unfortunately, I think it is not quite there. Alright, I want to... Before we start Twitch builds, I want to find this Theros block deck list.